What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another video, man. Unfortunately, yesterday I had some technical difficulties. I was out of town. I was in LA. So hopefully today the stream's running better. If not, it's going to be YouTube. So, but if everything goes well, just wanted to touch on some crazy recent updates, guys. I wanted to talk about, obviously, the Lakers. They're losing Avery Bradley, unfortunately. So the fact that they're losing Avery Bradley, it just means that our perimeter defense is just going to be that much harder to contain, elite perimeter players. So that's horrible. In that sense, it sucks. However, we do understand Avery Bradley's decision. It's tough that it had to come to this, but at the same time, completely respect him. 100%. He made that decision based on his political beliefs and his feelings, and maybe even a little bit had to do with the concern for his health. But still, nothing but love for Avery Bradley, man. Great season for him. Hopefully, we have him back next year. Moving forward, like I said, it is a big blow to our perimeter. What's up, guys? How you doing? It's a huge blow because he was our best perimeter defender, hands down. Obviously, our best interior defenders, Anthony Davis, could defend 1 through 5. But all in all, man, he was our best perimeter defender. And let me tell you something about him. He could also knock down mid-range shots, and he was a pretty decent slasher. So we did lose a little bit on that department. However, J.R. Smith is a more elite offensive weapon. Now, does that mean that if we do land J.R. Smith, he should start? No, he definitely does not have to start. I think Alex Caruso, because of his defense and his playmaking ability, should start over Avery Bradley in his absence. So that's what I would do. I would start Caruso. He works extremely well with both LeBron and Anthony Davis off that pick and roll. Dwight, we still haven't got no updates on Dwight. If that happens, I will have to drop another video. But as far as our boy, he's gonna have to. We're gonna have to strap down without that guard out there roaming. That pesky defender. And I can see, the Clippers and a bunch of other teams' eyeballs just lit up with. What just went down. But all in all, I think we will be able to replace his production. Now, there's also rumor that Demarcus Cousins still has potential to return. His agent, I think it's Jeff Schwartz, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's his agent, said that he's willing to sign with a contender. The Lakers are still calling and staying in contact with him. So that could be another potential player we could add. God forbid we lose Dwight, because Dwight has been huge. So we still don't know about Dwight, guys. Just to update you guys. We still do not know about Dwight. Now, the free agency window is from now till Thursday? I'm not sure if it ends Thursday or Friday or Saturday, but yeah, it's like a 3 to 4 day period where you can replace players. Now, I think the deadline for players to withdraw their name from going into Orlando is today, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, huge day. It's kind of scary to think that Dwight could be out as well. Hopefully he chooses to play, but if he doesn't, we'll respect him as well. No slandering. These guys have been great this year, so we'll see. He said, did you see what Dion Waiters said against Lou Williams when the Heat played the Clips? Nah, man, I didn't see that. Is Lou sitting? I'm not sure. He said, what's the latest news on Demarcus Cousins? His options are still open. Rumor has it that he's healthy now, like 100%, or close to 100%. So, he's probably looking to sign somewhere where he'll get minutes. Now, I would love to have him back with the Lakers. Hopefully, Boogie, is an option for us. And remember, we can go in with 17-man roster. So we're going to have some options here, especially since Avery Bradley dropped out. So now we may have a potential replacing 3 players or 2. Depends on our 2-way players and all that. But all I got to say is this is going to be interesting, guys. We're going to be – well, not we, but the NBA is going to be under quarantine in that bubble. Is what they're calling it, the Orlando bubble. And players are not going to be allowed to leave or come in or anything like that. So we'll see how that works. Right now, as we speak, players are being tested for coronavirus. A couple of them have come up positive. I heard Jokic came up positive. Maybe that's why he lost all that weight. I don't know. But, all I'm saying is, we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully no Lakers come positive, but if they do, there's still plenty of time for them, to be healthy, to get healthy before season starts, since we have about 2 to 3 weeks till training camp starts. So he said, Dan, I'm loving the jersey. That's right. Puro Mexico, bro. Gotta represent la selección. He said, the league isn't ready to handle Caruso with starter minutes. Man, I can't wait to see what AC Fresh does, man. He's been sensational for us. He's been amazing. Also, his plus minus is better than anybody's on the leagues. When he plays with LeBron or something like that, it's like a wonky stat. Again, I'm not a plus minus guy, but just to let you know how great he's been. Numbers don't always tell the truth. His defense is sensational, man. He's a top defender on the Lakers already. So he'll make up for some of what we're losing with Avery Bradley. Also, J.R. Smith, knockdown shooter. J.R. is a knockdown shooter, guys. I'm going to tell you that right now. When he gets hot, he's a streaky shooter, but when he gets hot, he can knock down any shot. He said, does the Lakers own Cousins, right? No, we don't own Demarcus Cousins, right? And any free agent that is signed right now, is we're not gonna earn the bird rights or nothing going into free agency. So just to let you guys know, this is simply for the Orlando Magic sake. That's it. I'm sorry, not for the Orlando, Florida bubble. Like this, whoever we sign is strictly for these playoffs. And so, you know, that LeBron JR reunion could be very enticing. They've played together on a team before. So there's that. He's a heck no to Jamal Crawford. Well, you know, Jay Smooth is he's available for sure. We'll see what Jamal does. However, guys, it's very crucial that we don't lose Dwight Howard, especially if we don't have Demarcus Cousins as a backup. Dwight Howard has been probably our sixth man of the year. So losing him would be the biggest blow and would really hamper our playoff. Even though we're still favorites as of right now, it would hamper our playoff run. Hey, Dan, thank you, bro. I haven't seen a donation. I appreciate you. He said, Dan, the Automator, what's good? If the Lakers win a title, will there be an asterisk? No, there shouldn't be one, especially because, look, you got to start all over. You know, you got to start from scratch. They got to get warmed up. They got to go through training camp. They got to go through all this stuff, you know, to get back to where they're at. As far as, you know, before the whole coronavirus, the whole COVID, all of that. So the fact that, you know, that potentially they're going to start off cold. You know, they're going to start off cold. If anything, I think it takes a lot more to get to that level, that championship level where they were at before. So I think they should be praised if they come back and win a championship. Now, there's still an if. Nothing is for sure, man. Nothing at all is for sure, you know. So at the end of the day, you still have to go out there and earn this championship. You have to battle, and it's going to be really awkward. It's going to be really awkward playing with no fans. I'm telling you, there's no home court advantage. So what's the point of being the number one seed? What, you get to sleep in a better hotel? Whoop-de-doo. But at the end of the day, look, you know, the Lakers have to do what they got to do to win the championship. LeBron looks great. He's in shape. The young players have to step up, all that good stuff. She said, you're always in a great, never negativity. It's so cool. Why I love your channel. You're a beautiful, positive man. I live far. I got, I'm sorry, I didn't read the whole thing. I appreciate that. The season's still going to be with the playoffs. Yes, we got to stay positive about the season being with the playoffs. I appreciate it, Mia. You know, we have to be positive, guys, because we're going to have some basketball back. And the best part is it's not going to be a long layoff in between. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like a long layoff in between. So even after this season ends, it's going to be like a 1.5 month break, and then they're going to go right back into the season in December. So anytime that there is, you know, anytime at all that there's playoff basketball, we as fans have to be excited. You know, we're going to say peace out to Avery Bradley, but at the same time, you know, there's an opportunity for somebody else. I think Caruso is about to really shine. I really believe it. And remember, him and LeBron, best duo in the league as far as numbers go, even though can't read too much into that, you know. You seem to know more than the media and other people just talking crap, so I get confused. Yeah, you know what? The media sometimes they run with headlines. For them, it's clickbait. You know, I never try to clickbait you guys. I will say this: it is going to hurt our defense significantly that Avery Bradley's not there. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We have to make up for it, man. Caruso's going to have to step up. Other players, KCP's going to have to step up. Somebody we don't really talk a lot about, you know, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, but we're going to need, you know, Kuzma to ball out. Everybody has to show up, guys. But I just can't wait to see what Anthony Davis and LeBron do together as a 1-2 punch, man. We've seen them in the regular season, but they're going to crank it up in the playoffs because that's what superstars do. And these guys make no mistake. They are superstars with a capital S in front of super. So these guys are going to show up, man. They're going to put on their capes and they're going to come out. If you guys believe Anthony Davis and LeBron are the best duo in the league, like I do, go ahead and smash that like button. I truly appreciate it, guys. You said, being honest here, we have no one to defend Westbrook both games. Hold up. This is an interesting comment. He said, we have no one here to defend Westbrook both games. One of our better Harden defenders is gone. Rondo and Caruso aren't Harden stoppers. I'm going to tell you what Harden and Westbrook, I'm going to tell them, well, Harden and Westbrook, they're their own stoppers, man, to be honest with you, because Harden relies too much on fouls, and the playoffs, everything gets tightened up. Now, we'll see how the refs react to no fans and no – I'm curious to see how the refs are going to react to no biasness in the stands. Are they not going to allow any superstars to get away with anything, or are they just going to be whistle happy? Who cares, since there's no feedback from the crowd to, push them in any direction? Like, really, what's going on with the whole crowd and everything? Thank you. I appreciate it, Mia. You too. Caruso is level 70 on 2K. Nobody cares about that, man. 2K always underrates Lakers, especially role players. Doesn't matter. He said Westbrook can score all the points. Westbrook is not even a perimeter player. He's an inside play. He plays like a big man. He likes to bang down low. He likes to attack the rim, get out in transition. So that's going to be the key to defending Westbrook, is turning him into a perimeter jump shooter. Baiting him to shoot threes. Now, can he knock him down? Yes, he can. Will he knock him down consistently through a 7-game series? He hasn't proven that throughout his career. That's why they have never won a championship. They made it to the finals, but he was too young then. Now, he's regressing as far as, his athleticism is going to start slowing down. He's getting older. So the only thing I worry about Westbrook is drawing a lot of fouls and getting into the paint. Same thing with Harden. The referees are whistle happy, except hopefully in the playoffs they're not like that. If that happens, then yes, definitely worry about the Houston Rockets. If the referees give them every call and cheat for them like they do the regular season, worry about the dang Houston Rockets. I'm telling you right now. But otherwise, don't do it. Don't even trip, because the Lakers are a potent weapon. Like I'm telling you guys right now, the Lakers with the inside-out game of LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and all these guys, they're very potent and they're insane. I truly believe that nobody can stop them in a 7-game series. I mean, not even Giannis. If Giannis is blessed enough to get to the finals, and the Lakers will be there, that's not going to be enough. That's not going to be enough. Hey, what's up, T? How you doing? Lunchtime catching DTLF live. That's what's up. Welcome to the stream. Rondo guarding Westbrook or Harden? Is Rondo guarding Westbrook or Harden? That's a good question. Neither. I wouldn't want to put him on either. Man, his defense, I know in the playoffs he'll turn it on, but I'd rather have KCP on one of them and Alex Caruso on the other, and just mix it up. LeBron gets out on them every once in a while, because we've seen LeBron turn it up defensively. You saw what he did to Kawhi Leonard in the last game. By the way, Football Access says Clippers in 4. You mean Clippers getting eliminated in 4? For sure. He said Lakers going to dominate, best road team in the entire NBA. It don't even matter, man. The whole league is on the road in Orlando. There's no favoritism. There's no crowd noise, nothing. So I'm telling you guys this right now, man. The Lakers, I don't see anybody beating us in the 7. I know I'm a diehard Laker fan, so obviously I have to say this. But in reality, like all bias aside, who is going to beat us in a 7-game series? I don't see it. Unless some crazy BS happens, somebody, Godfrey, you know what? I don't even want to say it, all right? I'm not going to say nothing. Knock on wood. I'm knocking on wood, guys. We going to cook the Lakers? Get out of here, man. Football Access, man. Stick to football with those type of comments. Get out of here. He said, wow, I wonder the rotation going to be like Frank got a lot of work to do. And that's fine. That's why we pay him the big bucks. That's why he's the coach. I can't wait. It's a good problem to have, because he has, well, not a good problem to have. He lost one of his best defenders, but I'm saying, like, this is when he really shows, his coaching abilities. Good to see you too, man. Appreciate you, bro. He said maybe the Bucks. He said Lakers don't need home court advantage, have the best record on the road. Yeah, and again, talent outweighs anything. If anything, this could be an advantage to Lakers too, where we can end series a lot sooner rather than later. Because sometimes when you go on the road in the playoffs, you might let a game or two slip at a 7-game series. But in this case, so there really is no road game. Everything's going to be based off of sheer talent and consistency. That's it. He said ESPN cooked his brain. That's funny. He said, what though? Jason Kidd leaving the Lakers? On that front, I'm not sure. I don't think so. And I think it's crucial that we keep Jason Kidd because he had a great relationship with Giannis. I know some people think otherwise, but Jason Kidd's a superstars coach, man. Superstars like him. They respect him. He's a Hall of Famer. And so he's somebody great to have on the sideline. Whether I know a lot of people don't like him because of his history and all that. But, he is somebody great to have on the sideline and also a great recruitment tool for Giannis in the future, which I believe is very possible. A lot of people think I'm crazy, but I did say LeBron was coming. Dan, who's the second best duo in the league? Second best duo in the league? Offensively or defensively or all around? If I said offensively, it's definitely CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard. Defensively, you got to go with Kawhi Leonard. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, Kawhi and Paul George defensively are the second best duo overall. But yeah, if we're going offensively, besides LeBron and Anthony Davis, you have to go with that scoring backcourt combination of CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard. They're feared around the league for a reason, man. Those guys are trouble. And a lot of people like to say Curry and Clay, but they don't count because they're injured this year. And I think they're overrated anyways. They've always been on stacked teams. I prefer CJ and Dame. Hey, what's up, Wayne? He said, big ups, bro. Hey, man, you LA guys haven't really saw playoff LeBron up close and personal. Welcome, my friend. Oh, no, I've seen playoff LeBron. Maybe not up and close and personal, but I've seen him over the years, man. I know he's a beast. And thank you, Wayne. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I can't wait to see playoff LeBron. I also can't wait to see playoff Anthony Davis, who single-handedly put up a fight versus those Golden State Warriors that were stacked back in the day when he was in the Pelicans. So imagine what both of those guys are going to do, man. You can't really go one-on-one versus them. You're going to have to double team, and you're going to have to get out and rotate with these guys, and they're going to make you pay for it. We have a couple knockdown shooters, and Danny Green, Kuzma. If we had J.R. Smith, that's another piece right there. I'm pretty sure I missed a couple teams. KCP was knocking down shots consistently before season ended, so hopefully he can find his groove back again because he's going to be crucial. Like, remember, we started off the season with everybody trashing KCP, and then it was nothing but love by the end of the season. So I always believed them. I always told you guys don't make fun of him. He's somebody who could, if he turns it up like he did in Detroit, he's a beast. So I'm glad that he has, and hopefully he rediscovers his form right after. He said, playoff Rondo still lives. Yes, it's always great to have those vets, man. Danny Green, too. Don't forget about Danny Green. I know that most of the season he's been inconsistent, but when the lights hit, Danny Green's going to show up, man. He's going to start knocking down shots, locking up guys. He's going to show his MO, man. And that's what the vets do. They show up when it counts. They may not lay their body out for a long 82-game season because they got to be smart and they got to stay healthy. But come playoff time, you're going to see Rondo break both of his arms if he needs to do it, man, diving on the floor. Whatever he needs to do, same thing with the rest of the vets. You're going to see playoff LeBron start, hopefully not because we don't want him injured, but diving for loose balls and just grit and grind and just getting out there and transition, just dunking on people's heads. I'm so excited, guys. We haven't had Laker basketball in years. How crazy is that? We haven't had Laker basketball in years. Man, much love, Laker Nation. We deserve this. We've been out of the running, and now we're favorites. And shout out to Rob and Jeannie for making that happen because they truly turned it around. It's been too long, way too long. AD needs to be on the court at all times when Rondo's playing. I agree. I feel like the Lakers are playing at 75% in the regular season, and in the playoffs, it's 110. Yeah, trust me, especially when you have older players. Older players tend to turn it on when it counts. So he said, if you have player in front of your name, I'm glad you're on the Lakers. That means you know how to turn it up when needed. Yeah, definitely. And again, I'm very curious to see what our first round matchup is going to be. I think it's going to determine a lot of. I want it to be an easier matchup just so we can get warmed up in the first round, just in case those 8 games we didn't get it rolling. Now remember, there's still 8 games of the regular season left, starting on July 30th, I think. So there's still going to be seeding, and hopefully the Clippers fall down and get lower, and and so on and so forth. But the Lakers, I think, will end up number 1 regardless. With 8 games left, we're 5 games above any other team in the West, and from second place to below. So at least 5 games, and hopefully we continue to build on that record instead of. Remember, I predicted 50+ wins this year, so they will make my prediction come correct with a couple more wins. Now, what I really predicted was around 56 to 60, right? But however, cutting the season short kind of ruined that. But it's okay. We still have a chance to get 50 and get our momentum going. If you guys have any questions, though, now's the time, man. Shoot your questions. Smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you already have it. I'm here for you guys, and I'm going to be here for you guys for the next couple of days. There's going to be a lot of news breaking, guys signing. I heard, Nwaba signed with, who was it, with the Houston Rockets. So congratulations to him. I love me some David Nwaba. David Nwaba Grill. He said, give me the Kings in the first round so we can shove it in their Twitter account's face as we sweep them. You know what? You're right, Nathan. The Kings Twitter account is one of the most annoying, especially due to the fact that they're an unaccomplished fan base who doesn't know what winning looks like. So they're obviously going to hate on the Lakers. But yeah, they are very annoying. He said, who do you think is the ultimate X factor this season for us? The ultimate X factor always has to be LeBron James, because he currently is the best player on our team. So he has to be the ultimate X factor. However, if you're just talking about an X factor, somebody that's under the radar, I'm gonna have to go with my man Kuz. And I know it sounds biased because I love Kuz, but I'm gonna tell you why. Because when he balls out, when Kyle Kuzma balls out, ain't nobody stopping the Lakers, fam. Nobody. Go look at the games where he dropped 30 plus. We haven't lost one. At least I don't think we did. And there was one game where he brought us back and we won off the bench. He dropped like a 30 piece. So when Kyle Kuzma balls out and drops 20 to 30, it's almost damn near impossible to beat the Lakers because we know Anthony Davis is going to do it. We know LeBron's going to do it. So when that third piece shows up, and most of the time it is Kyle Kuzma, whether it be him, KCP, or anybody, but I think Kuz is that guy. He shows up, and I think he also has another little crank. He could turn it up in the playoffs because we've seen him do it, and yes, it was just Summer League, but we've seen him turn that crank up early in Summer League, man. Kuz is a hungry young kid who has been sacrificing his numbers all season long, and I think he's going to show up. Mexico represent. I like the jersey, bro. That's what's up, bro. Appreciate you. By the way, this is an old jersey man had for a long time. You guys remember who Nettie Castillo was? He was a beast back in the day when I was just a teenager. So, I had a cop his jersey when I was down there in Mexico in Guadalajara. The DTLF, I am so happy to see Laker Nation back. Cannot wait to see haters cry. Absolutely. That's the best part. Laker Twitter's active again. So much love to all my Laker Twitter. Everybody's been talking to me. I appreciate you guys, man. All the good advice, talking to me. I appreciate you guys, man. He said he dropped 30 against the Clippers and we lost. Do not make me a Clippers fan now. Wait, what? What? I'm sorry. If you're even considering being a Clipper fan, then you don't even need to be on this channel. So peace out, man. We don't want anybody with 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Diehard Lakers fan only, welcome here. Anybody that's 1 foot out, 1 foot in, peace out. Have a good day. He said, if Kuzma gives us 50 points per game and plays good defense, it'll be great. That's a championship right there. If he averages that in the playoffs, it's a wrap. I'm telling you guys right from the get. If Kyle Kuzma shows up and he plays like we know he's capable of and just being a little more consistent, it's over for everybody. Nobody can stop the Lakers if we have a three-headed monster. We already have a two-headed monster, but if you add that third head, that Medusa, it's going to be crazy. He's a Patrick Beverly thinks he's all that. I know he's talking smack because Avery Bradley's not going to be there, so he doesn't have to see him anymore. But it don't matter, man. We got other troops ready to step in. This is a championship season, so that means next man up. If one man goes down, next man up. So AC Fresh, man, time for Caruso to grow some hair and just ball out. That's my guy right there. He only need to average like 18 points, and that's a chip. We'll see. Again, we don't need too much from him, but we need just consistent buckets. What realistic deal for Beal? What? What's a realistic deal for Bradley Beal? I'm not even talking about deals right now, man. I'm gonna save all that content for the off season, which is only gonna last like a month or so. But you guys are gonna have loaded pack content coming from me. My work hours have calmed down a lot, so I'll be able to make a lot more videos from this moment forward. And obviously, you guys know what's up with my pre-post game. Can't wait to break down the draft for you guys. So we got that in store as soon as the season ends. Free agency, October 14th is the new day. I think the moratorium period where we can re-sign Anthony Davis or whatever, find out if he's going to opt out and just become a free agent, and then we can sign him to a max deal. So much to talk about and cover, and it's going to be such a short period of time that I'm going to have so much content pumping out for you guys. Pumping out. Will the games be on Spectrum? Most likely. But for those of you guys that don't know, I will be typing in this website, man, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now exactly what it is. Watch. And I'm gonna type it in down here below. That way you guys could all go and watch your games for free there. Hopefully they're streaming. It's been a couple months, so who knows? But here it is. That's the website right there. Save it, copy, post it, paste it somewhere. Do what you got to do, guys. There it is. So for those of you guys that don't have cable or aren't watching, there you have it. Just in case you didn't know. Number one source. Drop a like for that, by the way, guys. That's free Lakers basketball we just plugged you with right there. He said, I use that. That's what's up. There you go. He said, do you think any other stars are going to sit out of any team? Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of people coming up sick. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are, unfortunately going to be out. Hopefully not, though, because I want to see a healthy playoffs. That way there is no added risk for a championship. Or am I saying that right? At risk, right? Something like that. I don't know. That's a weird word. Dan, the last shot for the Lakers to win. I want it to be one of our two superstars, man. Anthony Davis or LeBron. Unless they're double team and they kick it out, then I'll give it to either. I hate to say this, but KCP, man, he's been a knockdown shooter this year. Danny Green, maybe even Kuz. Kuz is clutch down the road. So, he's hit a lot of clutch shots even at his young career. So I can't wait to see what he does in the playoffs. I think he has another gear. He said, Dan, big fan. What are your thoughts on Ball and Stu as a broadcaster? I personally love them. I love Stu Lance, man. He's a classic. He's been around since Chick Hearn. So, and he keeps it real. He's not like those Clipper commentators that just suck up to that team. He keeps it 100. When there's a good player that is worthy of praise, he will praise him. From the other team, it doesn't matter. And by the way, I appreciate you, bro. You say you saw Kuz did against OKC without LeBron and AD? That's what I'm saying. That's our third guy right there. That's really our X factor off the bench. He's somebody who can, he's somebody who I think could come in and change the game for us, especially if we're struggling to get a bucket. Now, Dion Waiters, I can't wait to see what he does. I think Dion is somebody who has the potential of making an impact as well off the bench, especially because when he wants to, he's a willing, capable defender. I said willable, willing, capable defender. So that's Dion Waiters for you. And I think, if we play our cards right and plug him in with certain rotations, that's going to depend on the coach. Rotations matter as well. He's somebody who could come in and provide a spark. JR is not official yet, but if he does become official, he's somebody who's played with LeBron, AD. He's somebody who has definitely hit some big clutch shots down the road in playoff games. And yes, everybody remembers him for his infamous throwing away the ball, the timeout, calling the timeout. But that doesn't define a player's career. I always tell you guys, veterans especially, if they have a blunder, they always make up for it. So I can't wait. If we do get him, I believe he will make up for that blunder, and I think he's going to shut a lot of haters up. I really do. I think JR is that dude. He's always been impactful, though, every team he goes to. What chances Lakers getting Demarcus Cousins? I think it's a 50-50 right now. 50-50. It's going to depend on Demarcus and if we have a slot available. So 50-50. I think Boogie would like to come back. Obviously, his good friend Rondo and Anthony Davis are there. And he loves LeBron, too, from he said he was wrong the way he used to think about him. So when players play with LeBron, I will say this, and much to his credit, they love him. They love LeBron James. He's one of these guys that makes teammates just love him because he has a big heart and he's truly a genuine brother. So I'm glad that he's on our side. He said depends on Dwight with the Boogie signing. I think that matters too, but I think if we have an open roster spot and we already signed JR and there's still open roster spot available, regardless, I will still try to pick up Boogie. That would be my other option. And I think there's teams out there that are vying for his services because he knows the Lakers playbook and he has some insight that he can give another team. So I really hope he doesn't go to a contender. That's not us. So that's another reason I want him back. But you guys remember the mix I did earlier in the year? I was really excited about Demarcus, and I really want him to come back, man. That's my guy right there. He said, I can see Boston pulling off an upset versus the Bucks. You think so? Now, I believe Boston has already exceeded everybody's expectations. When they traded Kyrie away, when Kyrie left in free agency, I don't think nobody knew exactly how good Boston will be this year. But much to his credit, JT, Tatum, has stepped up big time his game. He's finally flourished and become what everybody thought he would be. He's exceeded my expectations, to be honest with you. So that's really helped. Kemba Walker has been nothing short of spectacular. Jaylen Brown has taken his game a little bit up. And Marcus Smart has always been that consistent defender who's adding a little bit of scoring to him. So, yeah, they definitely have some danger to him. And I think now Gordon Hayward is healthy now, right? So that's a veteran that used to be an all-star who can really help them get past a couple teams in the playoffs. So, hate to say it, but Boston's looking good. Got to keep it 100. He said, hey, Dan, what's up? I hope that Cousins does come back with the Lakers. Yeah, me too. Trust me, man. That's something I think is really going to benefit us in our playoff run. But what matchup are you guys looking forward to if the playoffs were to start today, the way the standings are the most? I want to ask Laker Nation this question because I'm very excited for Laker basketball. But overall, I'm just excited to have playoff basketball back again. And there's a lot of good, crazy matchups. I'm going to be glued to my TV set watching this. He said, when there are only 8 games left and you have to be 6 or above, not 5 or lower. He said, Cousins is fool's gold. He can't switch to a 3-point line. Man, let me tell you something. During playoff basketball, the game slows down. Cousins is definitely not fool's gold. Cousins, we're going to need him to man the paint a little bit and just do what he does down there. You know, he's going to post up, turn around jump shots. He's going to hook it over the top. He's going to drop step. And then he's going to stretch out the floor when he gets open, if he's healthy. And then on top of that, we could play a little bit of triangle offense where you pass the ball down to him in the paint, and he reads the defense from the pin post, and then either drops the ball off to a diving cutter, or he can turn around and shoot from there, or he can kick it out to a wide open 3-point shooter. There's so many offensive options and motions you can run by having a big man in the paint that could do multiple things: pass, post you up, and turn around and shoot. So it's a triple threat option you have. Their triple threat options are very valuable, especially in the playoffs from the paint. He said, do you think the Mavs can upset the Clippers? Be honest. Yeah, I think so. To be honest with you, I don't believe in the Clippers. Other than Kawhi Leonard, what proven player do they have on the Clippers? That'll be my question. Because remember, in the playoffs, it's all about proven players. Paul George hasn't advanced far in the playoffs, and he's not consistent in the playoffs. That's why they call him Playoff P, because he's a playoff prick. And then you have Kawhi's the only proven one. What has Patrick Beverley ever done in the playoffs? Or their prize Montrezl Harrell, Whoopi Goldberg? What have they ever done in the playoffs for me as like a basketball fan to say, yes, the Clippers are, proven? Lou Williams is a scorer, but other than that, what does he give you in a 7-game series? That's what I'm saying. Like, what value is he going to add? You got to look for players that have multiple skill sets, because what happens is when everything slows down in the playoffs, during playoff basketball, everything starts crunching down. Guess what? Now you have to go to your second, third options. Now you need players that do other things: defend, rebound, scrap for loose balls, have active hands. Now you need players that do more than just score the ball, because when that gets taken off, when Lou Williams gets locked up and double teamed and he has to kick it out of the double team, what else is he going to do? Re-spot up and try to get open again? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not really a playmaker. He can play make from time to time, but he's not really a playmaker. He's definitely not a good defender. He's not a good rebounder. So it's like you subtract in the playoffs during a 7-game series. It is the coach's job to take away players and team strength, and that's exactly what's going to happen to those Clippers. You take away Kawhi Leonard, nobody else is going to be able to carry that team past the Lakers, especially. By the way, I love the Mavericks. Besides Mark Cuban, I can't stand him. But I love me some Luka Doncic. He's amazing to watch. I think Kristaps Porzingis has always been one of my favorite bigs from the moment he was with the Knicks. So, when it comes to playoff basketball, we haven't seen what those guys can do, but I think they can scare a team or two. I would love to see that matchup, by the way. And then don't they have Wesley Matthews? So, yep. Then, what's up, brother? How's it going? Going good, Father Bass. Appreciate you for asking. He says, screw the Clippers. I can't wait to see the Clippers get effed up in the playoffs. Want Lakers beat Clippers only. Lakers for life. That's right. He said Whoopi Goldberg didn't have to play in the Little Rascals. That was my movie back in the day. Oh, yeah, man. By the way, I love Whoopi, man. It's no hate on Whoopi. I'm just saying, Montrezl Harrell, I can't stand him. I'm beyond excited for July. It's around the corner, my man. It's coming up. Man. We got a lot to cover. Training camp. Obviously, we got to get past the quarantine. Right now, the free agent moratorium period where you can sign players to replace players. We got a lot to cover. If anything breaks, y'all know where to find me. Now, I was away. I was, on the road. I was out with my family, just, spending some time over there. But I'm back, and I'm here. If something breaks, you're going to hear it from me first. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Any last questions before I get off, guys? Any last questions? He said, Dan, Kuz has to step up. This is his golden opportunity. He said, Ote. He said, if any stars or key role players on true contenders test positive and have to sit out the 2 weeks, could change everything. Yeah, it could. So that's why you can't count your blessings, man. You got to make sure you execute, and we have to make sure that everybody steps up if one man goes down. He said, what do you mean Kuzma trade value goes up towards offseason? Right now, we're not talking about that. I definitely don't want, Kuz to get traded. So, yeah, we're not going to cover that. There's plenty of videos coming up from the offseason. I can't wait to cover those. But thank you guys so much, man. It's always a blast hanging out with you guys and talking latest updates, man. It's been real. It's your boy DTLF. Don't forget to smash the like button before you leave. Truly helps the channel. And if you already haven't, please subscribe. I got you guys, man. I keep my ear low to the ground. Anything goes down, I'll be right back after these messages. All right, guys. Peace out. Have a great day and much love, Laker Nation.